Hey guys, so it is Tuesday, and today you are going to learn about multiplying mixed numbers and multiplying fractions in word problems. So, let's start with the mixed numbers. So let's do our practice problems. So, first thing on all of these, in fact, on all of these, if you want to, on your practice problems, let's change the mixed numbers into improper fractions first. Okay, so for 3.5, we've got 3. I'm going to start using the dot for multiplication and then addition. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and our denominator is 2 times 4. And you can do 4 over 1. That's fine. You don't have to put it over 1. Now look if you see if you can cross cancel anything, and we can. So 2 goes into 2 one time and goes into 4 two times. Now you're just multiplying straight across. So 7 times 2 is 14, and 1 times 1 is 1. Now, when you put it into Khan Academy, if you put in 14 over 1, it's going to tell you not quite. So what it wants you to do is if the denominator is a 1, it wants you to just simplify that just to straight 14. Okay? All right, next one. 1 2/3 times 6. So let's change that 1 2/3 to an improper fraction. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, and our denominator is 6. We're going to multiply that by 6. I'm going to change that to a 6 over 1. 3 goes into 3 once, goes into 6 twice. So we've got 5 times 2, which is 10. And 1 times 1, which is 1. So our answer is just 10. Okay. When you do this in Khan, all of your answers will not come up as whole numbers, just so you know. You'll have a variety of different answers. Okay, so last one. Sorry about that. So we're going to multiply 2 times 10 and then add the 1. So 2 times 10 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Over 10 times 15, I'm going to put that over 1. And then into 10 and 15, you can put a 5. So 5 goes into 10 twice and into 15 3 times. Now we're just going to multiply straight across. So let's do the easy one first. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6. Answer 63 over 2. Okay? All right, so that's that first section. And again, you have Miss Belial there to help you with that. Let's talk about the word problems. So I know you all don't like word problems a whole lot. For multiplying fractions, the biggest word that you're going to want to pay attention to is the word of. So of in math means multiply. Okay? So, Priya spent half the day hiking. She was lost 5/6 of that time she was hiking. What fraction of the day was she lost? So, half of the day she was hiking, and of that time, 5/6 she was lost, which means that we're multiplying. If you want to start using the dot for multiplication, that's totally fine. Once you get it set up, you're going to check your cross multiples and see if anything cancels. 2 can't go into 5 evenly, and 1 into 6 is already as simplified as it can get. So now you just straight multiply across the top. So 1 times 5 is 5, and 6 times 2 is 12. So she was lost for 5/12 of that day. Okay. All right, next one. 1/3 of the students in Miss Hull's class have dogs. Of those students, 2/5 have beagles. Okay. So a third. So think about that. That means if there were 30 kids in the class, a third of them, that would be 10, have dogs. And of those, 2/5 of them would have beagles, right? So we're doing 1/3 times 2/5. So nothing cross cancels. 2 can't go into 3 evenly. 1 goes into 5, obviously 5 times. So now you're just going to multiply across. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 5 is 15. Nothing simplifies, so you're done. Okay, and last one. Half of a group of chickens tried to cross the road. Silly chickens. Only 3/4 of those chickens made it to the other side. Usually because chickens change their mind and they try to go back, honestly. So half of the chickens, and again, we have that key word of, right? So we're going to multiply by 3/4. Oh, sorry, that all in the same color, so it's not so hard on your eyeballs. Times 3/4. Okay? Nothing cross cancels. Can't simplify anything there, so now we're just going to multiply across. And 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 4 is 8. Okay? Now, that's not 3/8 of a chicken. That would be kind of interesting, but it's 3/8 of the group. Okay? So your answer is 3/8. And that's it. I know they're word problems, and I know probably usually they kind of freak you out a little bit, but don't let them. And Miss Belial is there to help you. So, good luck, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Practice problem to do. So, let's say we have that 1 2/3 times 4/5. So here's the issue that comes up, okay? We either need to have everything in mixed numbers or everything in fractions, even whether they're proper or improper. So we can't make 4/5. That won't give us a whole number. So we've got to change this one into an improper fraction first. So remember that we're going to use our method of multiplying the denominator by the whole number and then adding the numerator. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, and our denominator is 3. Okay, now we can go ahead and multiply, no problem. So again, remember to cross cancel if you can, and we know that 5 goes into 5 once and once, and now we just multiply across. So 1 times 4 is 4, and 3 times 1 is 3. You don't need to change that answer into a mixed number. You can just leave it as an improper fraction and pop it right into your Khan Academy.